I'm live. What's good? What's good? It's Nathan Nice, the motherfucking Kitchen Couch podcast. You feel me? I'm Nathan Nice, aka the light skin bourdain. You feel me? AKA the shiny one. You feel me? AKA you feel me? Tom Petty Jr. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's good? What's good out there? We about to go live with my nigga Dave OAI. You know what I'm saying? We go way back, like four flats and a Cadillac and all that, and then some. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you guys, go to thekitchencouch.com. I got dope shit there. Okay? Subscribe to the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The Instagram. You know what I'm saying? The Twitter. You know what I'm saying? The Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Whatever, man. I got the podcast. You know what I'm saying? SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. You know what I mean? I'm all over. I'm all over these platforms. So I just want you guys to, you know what I'm saying, support me, man. I got merch out. You know what I'm saying? Got the Kitchen Couch beanie. You know what I mean? This is the official shirt. Actually, this one right here is an original that I made. I need to put it right back out. But I only had a handful of these ones made, but these are some original Kitchen Couch shit. I just been really going hard on these other platforms. Oh, there we go. Dave. I'm going live with my nigga Dave. What's good, bro? What's good, boy? About to hit this biz on you, feel me? On God. Hey, we're gonna try to get you on right back on again. Let's see. Boom, boom. You guys know how it be with these, with all this technology.
We're here for it, man. We here for you being on Spotify, on SoundCloud, on the international web, the intergalactic web. We're here for it, man. We're watching you, man.
Bro, I appreciate you.
You're doing this, man. You're doing it for Seattle. You're doing it for the everybody's, man. The anybody's, the whoever's, man. We're here for it.
The creative, eclectic people ain't doing the same type of, you know what I mean? Just people doing some different type of shit.
Exactly, bro. We're here.
Dave OAI, what's good, brother?
We gotta push and move, man. We gotta kick push like Lupe. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Kick, push, kick. You feel me? You gotta keep with it, man. I was on SoundCloud today, and I was just going through, and I saw you, and I was like, let me get my guy Dave back on. I know we were supposed to get back on, so let me holler at him and see what's good with him. Your Spotify numbers are doing pretty good, man.
Hey, man, they're doing all right, man. I'm not complaining, man. I like the authentic aspect of it. I like the game associated with it. The game has changed so much over the years, and I'm glad that I get the opportunity to keep it real. I'm glad I got authentic numbers because there's been a lot of times where I've been tempted to associate myself with a lot of these robots. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of opportunity to I don't know how to say this as ethically as possible because I don't want to, it's like
the streaming numbers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to knock a player for being a player. You know what I mean? I want to hate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what? I've scoped them. I've checked them out. I've checked these little robots out. You know what I mean? There's even some other ones that are like marketing. They almost look like marketing vessels. I don't know how to say it, bro. It's like
they got them all over.
Marketing company.
They got it all over SoundCloud too. All these like fake bots and shit. Cause I got a couple of them that just be always liking my shit. I'm like, I'd rather have zero likes than your one punk ass like. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, bro. Well, you know what? There's a one point where I was playing myself because like some of them I don't know how they package themselves, but they package themselves like marketing companies, right? But hey, we'll get you some more plays. But then other game that I was put on was the fact that sometimes they don't, you're not able to get more listeners. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. It
So,
fucks up your
so
SEO. It fucks up your
yeah,
SEO.
yeah. So like, what's happening is like, what's supposed to happen. Let me put you on game. Is you're supposed to get at least a 3% return on whatever marketing you're getting. And what 3% return, especially in this streaming game, is let's say for instance, if you go listen to one of my songs and you like one of my songs, the human reaction is to go and look for more of my music. You know what? I like this song.
Right.
Let me go scope out another song. Let me oh, you know what? This is my taste. Let me go listen to another song.
Right.
That's the human in it. So there's been some marketing companies that will play you, man. They'll say this is organic. We're getting organic plays from real people all across the world, but you're not getting that 3% back. So I've been in that. I've been in that. I've dumped so much money into that, man, and I've dumped so much money into marketing. And the best way to do it, bro, is just like honestly with you bloggers. I respect you bloggers. That's why I'm into this. Like I'm in here. I'm rocking with you. But it's more than that. We go back even before I started getting serious with music. You know, we were just talking, bro. We were just chatting. But these are the things that you start recognizing, man. You just gotta get out there. You gotta talk. And if people are gonna rock with you, bro, they're just gonna rock with you regardless of what you're doing. Doesn't matter if you're doing music, if you're selling care products, if you're selling vitamins. Just the people that are rock with you, bro, they're just gonna rock with you. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Right.
Like, you know what, man? I want to do ballet, man. I want to be a ballet dancer. Guess what, bro? Love is just gonna be the same love. Doesn't matter what
Right.
you're doing. So,
Right. Right.
so yeah, man. So I'm not gonna hate on these gimmick bot these people that are buying certain products to make themselves look better as far as streams, likes, followers, all of that stuff. I'm not gonna knock them. You know, it does make some people look good. It does make some businesses look good.
Right.
But yeah, it's gonna mess it's gonna mess up your algorithms.
Yep.
And if you
Definitely.
mess your algorithms up, you're never gonna authentically be able to improve yourself. So if you mess with your algorithms, you're never gonna truly be able to know what's really going on as far as like if somebody really likes your music.
Right.
Somebody really likes
Right.
your song, they're gonna really listen to it, they're gonna like it, and then not only that, they're gonna try to look for some more of your music. With these bad algorithms, they're just gonna push your stuff, it's gonna shuffle your stuff, you're not even gonna know what people like.
Right. Right.
So yeah, man, I'm gonna encourage keeping it real, keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? People are gonna tap in, man.
It's funny too, because I'm like kind of in a weird space right now where it's like, I don't have like crazy numbers right now, but it's like, or at least where the numbers where I feel like they should be, at least where I am. But then it's like, I mean, like you said, it's all about being real because it's all perspective, because I was thinking about, my numbers. Okay, they might not be where I want them. Okay, boom. But I'm thinking about how I came out and how I started off the rip, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And even I didn't have nothing, and I'm still getting dope ass people on the podcast. So I'm like, okay, something's right. So now what I'm doing is I'm trying to like not necessarily rely on just one platform anymore. Like right now, and I started to diversify the hustle just a little bit more. I started building websites for people. So if you need a website, bro, it's fire, bro. I'm telling you, like real authentic. I put in work and I got good deals. But I've been building websites and stuff, and like that's now where you got to take all your content. You can't. Okay, obviously we got to drop it on the SoundCloud, the Twitter, the this, the Snapchat, whatever, the YouTube. You got to make sure you have these platforms, of course, right?
Yeah.
But you should be more stingy and drop shit on your platform. That way you have all your content, because at the end of the day, that's going to drive the SEO marketing to your place too. And it's basically like, instead of being like, hey, you can go buy my stuff over here, over here, over here. It's like, come here. Like this, yeah.
Just
Like I might not have you know what I'm saying, the beanies on deck, but come to the kitchen couch store. It's kind of like it's an online brick and mortar, as a lot of people like to call it, you know. So I just been trying to do it like that. I've been getting into these new apps. Like I was gonna talk to you about Clubhouse and how you felt. What are you thinking about Clubhouse? How you feeling about it? I just got off a Zoom call and a couple text messages, and now I'm like, okay, well now I gotta get Clubhouse now. Like, shout out to my guy Paris.
yeah. You know what? I've been interested in it, but I was finding a hard time finding. I don't know if this sounds like the opposite of tech savvy, but like I was finding a hard time when I typed in clubhouse, like 50,000 clubhouses popped up.
Right.
So I was immediately like, oh.
Right.
I don't really know what the logo looks like.
It's a black guy on the logo, black guy on the app logo. I've never seen it before. Yeah, it's stupid dope.
Okay.
It's dope.
I'm gonna have to ask you to send me a link so I can tap in. I've heard some good things about Clubhouse, and it's like a lot of collaborative stuff, right?
It's kind of what I'm hearing.
Like, break it down for me.
What I'm hearing is it's kind of like Slack mixed with stereo, but it's kind of like also like Twitter when it first came out, and how all the artists are going there now. So it's like, so it's got the stereo app thing attached. I'm still learning about it because I've just kind of did a little, and I just kind of talked to a couple people, because I heard about it maybe fucking couple months ago on the Breakfast Club. You know, they're talking about it. I'm like, another app, fuck that shit. And you know,
TikTok,
bro, see, it's just so many apps. It's kind of hard to fluctuate between doing a little Instagram, a little TikTok, a little this, a little that, a little, like, it's really hard. That's hardest for me because I'm like, I'm an artist at the end of the day, and I'm sensitive about my shit. And I just want to be able to make music, put it out, and then if it's good, it's good. If it flops, it flops.
Yeah.
And so
I don't think there is a flop. Well,
that's that too.
At the same time, so I do understand if you're not feeling like a champion.
Right. Well, I mean, I think you gotta, not be afraid to fail. That makes you a winner if you're not afraid to fail. You know, looking silly in front of people. Honestly, it kind of is as a, you know what I mean? Like, in order to pursue, like, when you decided to make music, how many people told you, nah, bro, it's gonna be whack, it's gonna be corny, don't do that?
Well, when I first started, when I was like really young, like back when in middle school, it wasn't really like encouraged, man. The thing that was like mostly encouraged in my family is to like go to school and get the job, which I did do. I did do. I listened to them. I guess I get. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wish I pursued music. Like I wish I pushed it to the front.
Right.
Like now I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, oh man, I really wish I pushed it to the front, but I pursued other aspects of chasing experiences, like working for big Fortune 500 companies and building other people's dreams. So that's a failure to me. Is like sometimes like, oh man, I put music off, or even now coming back to it. Everybody knows, man. Like everybody knew how I got down in the last couple of years, but some people may know that I stopped doing music for a very long time, maybe like 4 or 5 years. There was a lot of I felt like there was a lot of toxic energy. I felt like I I reached a point where I was like, I'm gonna have to sell my soul to make this music thing happen. And there was a lot of I started making music that I wasn't proud of. That's when I stopped. But yeah, I was discouraged a lot, man. I was I think I discouraged myself the most. I think me being my worst enemy was probably the worst thing that I ever experienced. But you know, now I'm in a different bag.
Right.
Now I'm like writing. I'm writing like crazy stuff, man. Like I'm writing like I wish I like years ago I would have been like writing. I probably would have been crazy right now. I probably would have been the equivalent of Lil Wayne. Even now, I feel like I can hear these little Lil Waynes like, oh man, I think I can hang or something
Right.
like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So
Right.
now I'm there. I'm like, oh man, but, you put things off to make other people's dreams, and that's what happens, bro.
You know
So
what? I wouldn't even consider that an L though, because I mean,
what's up, Francisco?
what I've been looking at is, um, you know, if you take this route, you take that route. Essentially, it's more for the soup,
Yeah,
more for the memoir that when I sometimes when I think about my life, I think about like some of the ups and downs and stuff, and it's like
yeah,
one thing that makes me want to go is that my memoir is gonna be stupid lit. And they're gonna be like, how the
yeah,
fuck did this nigga even make anything?
yeah,
How did he even come out the mud like that? Like,
yeah,
and they're gonna be like, damn, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be lit, so it's all good.
yeah,
So I'm like selling the book, you know what I mean? So, but
yeah,
I would say, just because you decided to pursue this or pursue that, it doesn't necessarily make it else. More for the soup, more for the book, more for that, and
yeah,
you get to learn. You get to kind of learn other things too. Like
yeah,
music was my first, but I chose culinary because I thought it would be more practical, more of a practical art to be applied. And it is, in some essence, it is, because people have to eat. You could argue it's a little bit more of a necessity than food, than music, but then it's like,
yeah. Sure.
it's not more. It's equal, if anything. It's equal, if anything. So,
Yeah,
um, and you were saying about selling your soul, and I want to go on record right now and say how many fucking times, okay, how many times, okay, I've had some Illuminati account
yeah,
fucking send me some shit talking about want to join the naughty gang, you feel me,
yeah,
want to join blah blah
yeah,
blah, like, and sometimes it'd be like so surreal, it'd be like, all right, you
yeah,
just trolling, but then it'd be like, how come I have like literally 10 of these messages of like,
yeah,
you ready to sell yet, and you're just looking at your little 500 followers, you're like, and then I
yeah,
think about it, bro. I was shrooming the other day and I thought about it
yeah,
in my heart of hearts. I'd rather be broke. On
yeah.
God.
Same here, bro.
On God. I'd rather be
And
broke.
yeah, and if anything, I'd rather be the one that facilitates the Illuminati at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna, I don't want to be a part of anything that's gonna be anything bad. If it's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna have to sacrifice your first son or whatever the case might be. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sell my soul for it. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. You gotta bleed here or go do this with this virgin or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
there's some sick shit in there too. But like how I look at it is like if we don't like how Illuminati's moving, let's try to create our own.
Factual.
You know what I'm saying?
Factual.
But we might be
Factual.
a problem. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We might be a big problem to
Right.
whoever is trying to control how people think.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know what I mean? Church, going to church is this form of
Really?
you know cults, uh, follow
Oh, I lost you. I lost you for a second. Hey, Dave. Dave, I lost you. Hello? Ah, I lost you. Dang. Hold up. Here, unplug your headphones and plug them back. Oh, they might be Bluetooth, huh? Can't hear. Oh, my internet fucking up? No, it's good. Hold up. Maybe I could re-add you back into the chat. Can you do that? Okay. Your shit went out. Oh, okay. We'll come. Damn. We're gonna get him right back on. Okay, hold up. There we go. Boom. Technology. Just wait till we this COVID shit fucking around.
That's the Illuminati, bro. They trying to get ass,
You know, it's not all bad, but I just don't want to be a part of it. No, thank you.
See, they tapped in,
Bro, and I was just saying,
bro.
hey,
You better get canceled,
bro, we before we even really rise, we getting canceled.
Damn. See, but that's how we should look at that. Is like even if we're discouraged for whatever reason, that means we got something. We got it. You know what I'm saying? So even in any opportunities that we get where we feel like we're being pushed to the back, man, we need to push ourselves to the front. That's why I think it's important to feed our inner beast, to do some beastly stuff sometimes, and to find that to find the inner warrior, to have a fighter spirit. Because sometimes like I wish that I wasn't scared of like some stuff like, oh man, I feel like I have to sell myself. I wish I wasn't scared of that. Wish I would have had a different mentality. Like, you know what? I'm gonna fight through it. I'm gonna be just fine. Nobody gonna get me, not for nothing. And you know what I mean? I'm not cheap, nor am I for sale.
Right.
But
Right.
I like what you're doing, man. I like that you are showcasing things that you enjoy to do too. And I think that's important because when passion drives things, it looks different. It feels different. When I see you making food, I'm like, dude, that looks dope. I need to go eat at this restaurant. I need to know. I need to learn how to cook mushrooms like that. You know what I'm saying? And even with music, some people will hear music. It's the same thing. It's a sense thing. Like, wow, like, man, you don't know music, dude? And that means that I can do it. It's
Right.
an influential thing. Like, even I heard your song, $600 check. I tapped into it.
I appreciate that.
One thing I do like about SoundCloud is even if you just like something, it's just gonna bring it up later. And you could be listening to whatever, and then your song be like, "Hey, that $600 check on there." I'm like, this dude spit it. I was like, hey, you know what? We gotta get on a song together.
Bro, I was just thinking that, bro. I was just thinking that shit. Because honestly, I don't even feel like that was like I I that was my first attempt at actually just putting something out because I said I was gonna do it. I got so many songs written. I got so many bars, been just writing and collecting, and oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spit that. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that. And I was just like, you know what? If I say I'm gonna do it, I need to just do it. Boom. And so I'm actually trying to, my schedule's been crazy, so I haven't made this full commitment yet, but I really want to drop a song a day like Russ is doing, or something like that, or
yeah, so Russ does the 1 week theory. That's what I'm doing right now.
song a week.
So that's the same. Yeah, one song a week. And like what I decided to do in addition to that is to try to create a storyline to my song.
I do dig that about your music too.
Yeah. So it's kind of like an episode. Like what's going to be in the next episode? But in the grand scheme of things, I'm actually trying to create like trying to do like a movie or some kind of sitcom. I do want to do film. Um, that's something I'm going to take down in 2021. You know, got to get the equipment. And even with the music, I had to get the equipment. I had to gather the resources.
Right.
Now I got my own. I got my own thing. I got my own home studio. It's because I got to be in the game with him, and because people have been coming to my studio and paying for studio time. So it's like, you know what I mean? But that's a blessing that I've had the opportunity to create that another opportunity. So it's like, oh man, now I'm making extra money in the month to, you know what I mean? So those are the things that I think music is powerful, poetry, and if you can keep it artful, I don't know how to say it. If you can
Artistic.
Artistic integrity.
Integrity. Okay.
Then you will never lose. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Depending, even if you're doing different rhyming schemes, you're using creative punchline bars. That's art.
Right.
To say something like I'm gonna pop like a firework. That's art because you're illustrating, you're demonstrating, you're basically
describing.
Yeah.
Using lots of adjectives, and that's funny that you say that too, because when I write, I kind of sometimes get a little bit too much into like how I'm writing, because for me I'm so weird. Like I can't say I every sentence, but then it's like I can't say we every sentence. My pronouns got to be, huh?
So like the Britney Spears and Lady Gaga. A lot of these pop songs are very repetitive.
Oh yeah. We, and it's like, okay, so that's one. Number two is like I can embellish the truth a little bit, but I don't want to embellish the truth too much, so that I'm like,
you don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable like that vulnerable space.
Well, no, I don't mind being vulnerable. It's like, and I don't mind like joking, but I'm not about to just get on the track and be like I would, for instance, I had this interview with this rapper, and he had, you know what I mean? You know, he had a gun and shit, and like I interview a lot of niggas with guns, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. I'm not tripping about it. But like it's kind of like and he agreed with me. I said, I don't want to shoot nobody. Why? Who wants to shoot somebody? I don't want to. Who gets off on that? Like, you know what I mean? And so, like, if I'm rapping, I'm not about to be like, I want to shoot a nigga. I want to shoot him. I'm just not going to do that, you know, because that's not me. Like, I can't, like you said, the integrity, I got to keep my integrity in check, because I can't just be saying anything, you know what I mean? And I don't know. And like I said, the pronouns got to be on point, and it's just certain things. I don't like to be repetitive. I don't like to be, and also another thing, I don't know if you think about this, but it's like transitioning from a bar, like say you're rhyming, timing, siming, liming, and then it's like you could say something simultaneously, but you could say something that's so close to what the rhyming is, but it's like not exactly, and it kind of transitions better. So, bro, I just be like all up in my bag when I'm really writing and stuff. It's something that I've always enjoyed to do is write, and so I'd love to, bro, get on tracks. Honestly, that's really one of the other reasons that's held me back, because it's like if you're doing podcasts and you're doing this, I'm spreading myself a little too thin. And like I've just now gotten into making beats, and I'm not gonna say I'm like, you know, I'm cool, but
Did you make that last beat 600?
no, I didn't make that. I actually, shout out to Paris. What's up, bro? I actually found it on SoundCloud, found some random beat, downloaded it, and then just fucking put it up. It was just like boom, you know what I mean? I do have some beats that I have made in the arsenal that sound pretty dope. I have the new intro I made. It's pretty sick. You gotta check that out. I'm gonna put that out. But it's kind of like I don't, since I'm doing so many things, I rather go reach out to Dave for a beat, or Castellini for a beat, or you know what I'm saying, Paris for a beat or something like that, and then you know have to work on my own beats until they get right. You know what I mean? And I don't want that to hold me back. So I'm like, I'm just ready to write and get on some shit. So real talk, whenever, bro.
You gotta share it. You gotta share this stuff, and you gotta give feedback. How I originally learned how to make beats and how to write was actually emulate. I was actually like copycatting basically. I'm not ashamed to say so. Like back in McClure Middle School, where I went
McClure.
as a youngin, I used to go to the library, and since I was like the only place that had like good internet and good computers and a printer, I would go in there and I would look out the song lyrics to Ludacris's "Roll Out," and I'd print out the lyrics, and I'd memorize the whole song. But sometimes you don't realize that you're picking up flow when you're doing that. And it's the same thing with beats. Same thing with beats. It's like I used to go and I used to like hear a Lil Jon beat. Lil Jon is like probably the easiest one you could make. Basic claps and basic kicks and snares and stuff like that. And I used to go in there and I would try to make the exact same beat. But I'm not saying like I was trying to make a different beat that sounded like Lil Jon. Like I would literally go in there and try to make the exact same beat. Like I was emulating his like boom boom clap, and then you know what I mean. Like I was emulating. I was listening to the Timberlands and the greatest producers that were out at the time. The Lil Jon. Lil Jon is one of the greatest beat makers and producers. The Jermaine Dupri's. I was listening to these guys and trying to emulate.
JD, man.
Until I developed my own style. Until I was like, all right, we all know that you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be copycatting. I'm sure you've never heard of a song where I was copycatting, but there's a ton of songs, bro. I listen to Juicy J's like slap on my nut, like cool on the cup, and I wrote a whole verse like using that same flow. And some of people will call me out like, hey, that's a Juicy J flow. I was like, hey, yeah, how'd you know, bro? Like, yeah, it is. But like people, I was like, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's true. Like,
oh my god.
So, like that's how I started.
Right.
That's how I had to learn. And I didn't. It's not like I didn't get an opportunity to take music classes. I just didn't want to.
Right.
I think there's like I had plenty of. I want to go to acting school. I had so many opportunities. Schools had opportunities to bring. I could have joined the band, but I just didn't want to be square for whatever reason. But I regret that.
See, I regret that. I regret that.
That's the thing about music theory. Music theory, I still don't know music theory. I make beats. I still click in with my mouse. I click in keys. I'm just grateful that I'm not tone deaf. But it's literally it probably takes 3 times longer to do that. But I'll click in each key and melodically create a beat now. And it's it's my own style. It's mix it up and try to modernize it sometimes. But, sometimes I don't want to modernize it. A lot of the music I'm making as of lately is purely on how I'm feeling.
Right.
It's whatever's moving my spirit in that moment. So like if I'm like trying to make a beat and snaring, I'm literally like feeling it out until like I feel good. I'm like, ooh, now I gotta start right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I'm making the music today now. So when I'm doing these weekly drops, I'm making a beat the day before, or I'm making the beat the day of. I'm writing the song the day of, but I'm pulling from that day, bro. I'm pulling from maybe something happened this week, and I'm writing a song about what happened this week, and I'm using that energy or whatever's making move my energy to make the song. But the reason I want to brought up music theory is like some people are fortunate. I don't want to say I didn't have the opportunity to go. We all probably had the opportunity to go. We just didn't. We didn't go.
We didn't channel it. We didn't channel it.
Actually, that's a perfect example. Yeah. So like, even when you want to become an architect, when you want to become a chef, when you want to become a musician, like you should study that way. Like I was doing my own music theory by taking a little John beat and trying to make it myself,
Mm-hmm.
but make the same sound, make the exact get to the window, to the wild, like
Right.
that. Literally trying to
Right.
make that beat. But
Right.
that's me studying theory. That was me studying somebody else's theory. And there's something very important about studying theory that we don't really appreciate, because
Hmm.
like those are the things that I studied them just so I can break away and create my own. Same thing when you're an architect. When you're studying architectural theory and you're sitting in a class, you can't just be like, "Hey, teacher, what if I just put the door here?" No, what the teacher is teaching, the teacher's going to tell you where to put the door. The teacher's teaching you the theory. Same thing with like going to culinary school. It's the same thing.
Right.
The teacher's telling you
Right.
like, this is how you make the dish. You might fail the class because you are creating too many of your own theories within that teacher's theory. But all you got to do in that moment is like listen to the theory, or create your own theory. So at the end of the day, like there's some people that have been doing this for very many years, and I've had the opportunity to even work with these people that have been doing it for very many years. But I think there's a lot of resilience, a lot of stubbornness. Um, even me just coming up with the courage to say, "Hey man, I'll copycat for like." For the
Right.
first three
Right.
years, like I didn't know anything.
Well,
So like,
I mean, I mean,
but there's something with that.
I think what you, I mean, it also goes to show that learning, like
Yeah,
traditional learning, is very linear. Like
yeah,
it's linear. You're sitting in front, you're sitting this way, you're looking this way, you're it's so where it's like now we're realizing that there's so many like kinesthetic learning, there's audio learning, there's visual learning, there's
yeah,
different type of cognitive functions you're doing while you're learning. So if you're just talking about theory, and you know the saying about those who don't know teach, or those who can't do teach, and I'm not, there's no
yeah.
disrespect to teachers at all, because I don't
Right.
necessarily feel that way, but some people will
Yeah,
tell you that. And so it's like like you said, there is a theory. If we could credit our own scientific process, then
yeah,
maybe like you know what I mean, like learning, like I said, it's not linear. So like this
yeah,
podcasting, I didn't go to podcasting school. I just failed a ton of times doing it. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not afraid to say that. Oh shit, I did that, can't do that. Oh shit, I uploaded somebody's music, got copyright, can't do that. Do this, can't do that. Nope, can't do this,
yeah,
can't do that. And you just keep going. Like you said, it's the
yeah,
stubbornness. It's so funny to be a business owner. If it
yeah,
has anything to do with being creative, you got to be extra stubborn. And
yeah,
and I
yeah,
mean, I mean, speaking on culinary school, I never went to culinary school, but I took the theory of a couple of places that I worked for. Luckily, I was
yeah,
able to work for some high end places, and blessed enough to have some game to fake it like I make till I made it, to so I could learn how to do this half the shit, how to deshell a
some of the
crab
theory.
and stuff. I'd be like, oh yeah, I know how to do this, and then have somebody be like, well, show me first, so I know this is the way you want me to do it. Right? You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah, bro.
and sometimes that college degree is so funny in the culinary industry. It, it's sometimes they don't even respect it, because it's like you have this whole degree, but you still a new booty. Like you ain't been
Yeah,
12 tickets deep in the weeds, like
yeah,
sweat
yeah.
on your sweat. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, everybody's pissing you off. Your blood
Like it.
sugars all
Yeah,
crazy. You know what I mean? You got 8 more pork chops. You don't even eat pork. Like, come on.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
yeah, bro.
I'd have been
Yeah,
there. So I think there is a real world application, like you said, and you studying these other people is a real world application, and it could be
yeah,
applied to accredited science. It should be. It should be.
yeah, yeah. Well, it should be applied to our political system, even though our political system's a little outdated.
Oof.
But let me go backwards, because we're still talking about like you know something just kind of came up in my mind when you said something like there's the resilience in like when you're trying to create your own theory and you're you're there's also like a good thing about that like I think that I can do something better, which is innovative, which is great.
Right.
We need that in our society. We need some people not